out of the water who were shooting at these ships that were trying to traverse innocently through the strait. And so I don't understand why we would pause this because the Iranians want us to, when we've made it clear that this is purely defensive and not an act of hostility.
On what has been spelled out, Rebecca, in the Axios report, you give a 5-year moratorium on nuclear enrichment. And if you're in the regime right now and you're alive and you want to hold on to power, why not take that deal and live to fight or argue or debate another day?
Well, I think that there are some who would take that deal. I don't know that that's what President Trump is going to want. I mean, he wants no enrichment. But we've significantly degraded the nuclear program and eliminated so many of their nuclear scientists that had the know-how. I'm already confident that the nuclear program has been dramatically set back, probably more than 3 years already. But the problem, as President Trump continues to make clear, is we don't really still have an idea of who's in control in Iran. So even if there's some politicians that want to make a deal, we still have IRGC militiamen shooting cruise missiles at American Navy ships. And that is intolerable to the United States. Iran cannot continue to threaten and coerce the strait. And so to me, I think that we might have ended Epic Fury, but we might have Fast and Furious that may resume or may take initiative here to eliminate those targets that still remain in Iran, to finally eliminate the threats to the strait, and then also eliminate those people who are standing in the way of a deal.
The Chinese tell him what he needs to be told, and that is that what you are doing in the straits is causing you to be globally isolated. You're the bad guy in this. You guys should not be blowing up ships. You should not be putting mines. You should not be holding hostage trying to hold hostage the global economy. I hope the Chinese bring, whether it's done privately, but I hope it's done directly, that's the message they deliver to them.
What do you anticipate China will try to say to the Iranians?
Well, first, of course, Secretary Rubio is completely right that that's what China should do. But the United States believes in this open international system, that nobody can make claim to these international waterways, the Strait of Hormuz. China rejects that. China the foreign minister of China has already condemned the United States and Israel for, quote, violating the sovereignty of Iran. We know that the Chinese have not been abiding by the sanctions that the United States has placed on these refineries in China that have been doing business with the Iranians. And so China has essentially been propping up the Iran regime. So I see no evidence that the Chinese will agree with Secretary Rubio and will put pressure on the Iranians. I think it is interesting that rather than the Iranians working right now diligently on getting a deal with the United States, we've got delegates from Iran visiting China, just like they visited Russia just a couple weeks ago. So I don't think that they're going to heed Secretary Rubio, but of course he's right.